Shall I start?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Garba Jallo. I'm the director of Crossing Borders. It's difficult for me to start. How can I start? This video is for our sister, the sister of the nation, and our ambassador, and our patron of Crossing Borders, Zindzi Mandela, and who has blessed us the last 4 years to be the ambassador of South Africa here in Denmark, and at the same time, in fact, acting as the ambassador of all Africa, or the ambassador of the right, and the ambassador of freedom, the ambassador of justice, the ambassador of equality, and the ambassador of kindness. We are blessed that you have been here with us. I couldn't believe it when I read that you were coming to Denmark to be the ambassador of South Africa. So now, of course, I cannot believe that we can live here without you. So don't leave us here with the Danes, and but we will keep you in our heart and in our mind. And as Crossing Borders, you will always be with us, because we will be everywhere and we are going to cross all borders. And we wish you all the best luck, you and your family, to be really in good health and to continue the struggle for freedom for all, especially those who need it. Thank you very much, Sister Zindzi Mandela.
Zindzi, I want to thank you for your tribute to Denmark and to the people of us. I used to be head of marketing in Denmark for Mandela Foundation, your father's foundation, and this is my ambassador photo up there. And you know, we were selling these bangles to bring kids in school in South Africa. And this is one of the most important jobs I've ever done. I'm still doing it. I'm still selling a lot of these bangles. And it has been so great to meet you in person. And for you to be a patron of Crossing Borders. This is the organizations that I care the most about, the Mandela and Crossing Borders.
Dear Excellency, as you know, it is difficult to say goodbye, but especially difficult to say goodbye to somebody you admire so much. Time really flies, because I remember vividly the first time I heard that you were going to be the ambassador of South Africa in Denmark. The excitement and the joy we all felt, knowing very well that you were going to represent not only South Africa, but the whole continent proudly. I had the pleasure to talk to you, and I came out of this conversation energized, inspired, and ready to act. You sure lived up to the expectation and the reputation as a fearless, engaged, committed, close to the people person we know you to be.
Dear Zindzi, we'll all here in Denmark miss you as our ambassador and shining symbol of South Africa, and not least as our protector of Crossing Borders and the Ubuntu House. But for me personally, your years here have had a special significance and higher meaning, since, as you already know, it is as if the story of the Ubuntu House through you come full circle, all the way back from the days of our own struggle against white supremacy in the 70s. We committed so much energy, time and money to the struggle against apartheid at that time, although we in our innermost convictions never really believed that our efforts, both here and worldwide, to free South Africa from the chains of slavery would ever succeed.
Zindzi Mandela for me is a mother, she's a sister, she's a wife, she's a freedom fighter, she's a trailblazer. She embodies the essence of Imbokodo. She's resilient, she's fearless. I remember her speech on her father's release in FNP Stadium in Johannesburg. That's when I realized who she was. She advocates for culture, preservation of culture and heritage. She exudes elegance and sophistication and grace. She makes me proud to be an African woman. She is a force to be reckoned with.
Hello, my name is Vibeke Quaid. I'm the board chair of Crossing Borders and I'm in Shenzhen, China right now, but I wish to say goodbye to Zindzi Mandela. Now you're leaving Denmark as South Africa's ambassador. You are also the patron of Crossing Borders, and as patron you have never ceased to inspire us. You and your family have crossed more and harder borders than anyone else in this world. Whenever you come to us, to our meetings, you show your interest in people, your interest in our stories, in our challenges. You are an inspiration to us. Since you're leaving Denmark, but you're not leaving us, you told us you'll keep on being a patron for Crossing Borders. So I just want to say goodbye for now and see you soon again.
Dear Zindzi, I first of all would like to apologize for the fact that I can't be here with you today at Crossing Borders, but on behalf of the advisory board, I'd like to thank you for the wonderful work you have done as our patron in this period that you've been ambassador for South Africa in Denmark. We're not going to say goodbye to you. We're going to wish you well with your next appointment, and hopefully you will carry Crossing Borders with you. Once again, thank you very much for all you've done, and bon voyage to South Africa. Thank you.
Greetings from Ecuador, dear Ambassador Zindzi, and everyone who is there today to celebrate you. I want to send a big hug and a big thanks to you. It has been a real inspiration to get to know you and get closer to your work. Thank you so much for all of the invitations you've done, for making me part of some of your initiatives. I definitely take a lot with me from you, which also gives me a lot of energy.
Your Excellency, a billion thanks for being you, a billion thanks for being bold, and a billion thanks for being audacious. In your new season of life, as you move forward and move upward, onward and forward, we sincerely wish you the very best, and we wish you the peace that surpasses understanding to be upon you and your family. Thank you once again for everything.
And I'm very happy to talk about Zindzi Mandela, the daughter of President Mandela, or the King of Africa. Actually, I met her in Mr. Garba place, so I was so proud, and I am very happy to meet her because I have a big respect for her father. He's African hero. Of course, he's a very important person for all Africans. She's also doing a lot of support for us, for the refugee and asylum seeker. So that's what I would like to say, something small. Thank you.
For you, and not least your courageous mother Winnie, it was a bloody struggle to lift off the yoke of your oppressors from your shoulders. In the many vicious forms, oppression always comes in, often as a stab in the back from those whom you think are your closest allies. Again, it was a miracle that struggle eventually succeeded, at least somehow. For as you yourself have pointed out and been criticized for as an ambassador here in Denmark, the struggle for the hearts and minds have far been won. So for us luxury activists in the Ubuntu House in the 70s, your presence here in Denmark today has been both a reminder that the struggle we never really thought in our hearts or believed could succeed eventually did succeed, but also reminding us that no struggle against oppression will ever succeed before the opposing forces in earnest start integrating with each other by starting a dialogue with each other on equal terms. It is such a dialogue center we in the Ubuntu House are trying to create to bring the world's divided people together under the Ubuntu idea. And therefore, we are so proud to have you as our ambassador and hope that you'll continue to be that for us. Thank you so much for your support, Zindzi Mandela. With all the personal commitment and shining symbolism of freedom and hope for the world your special name and example carries. Oh, in case you forget who I am, I just want to show you one of my proudest pictures I have. It is here in my new book of you. Thank you so much for that.